Morning everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Keto. I'm Kath and this is my channel about my personal weight loss journey to lose 56 pounds following a ketogenic lifestyle. So if you haven't done already, you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the little bell, and then you'll get notifications of any videos I do, and you can follow me on my journey, and hopefully it will help you get some hints and tips for your own weight loss journey as well. So today's Friday the 16th of October. It's my second week of doing the alternate day fasting challenge, and it is a bit of a challenge for me, I've got to be honest. I've still got mixed feelings about it. I'm really not sure whether it's for me or not. I'm just going to try and stick with it for the month. I've got some notes, sorry, which I'm going to follow. So some days I really enjoy doing it and I find it really easy, and other days I'm finding it really hard. So a really mixed bag. So I'm going to do like I did last week. I'm going to do a video of how the week's gone, and I've not been totally on plan with it this week, so I'll go through with you. So Saturday, first day after weigh-in, I did a 24.5 mile bike ride, and that's the furthest I've been for quite a few weeks. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Wasn't easy coming back because had a bit of a headwind, but I really enjoyed it. Now Saturday was a fasting day, so combined with the exercise and fasting, you know, that was a really good day for me, and I felt great, felt positive. I must admit, oh sorry, one of the dogs just got stuck on something. I must admit, I had some wine Saturday night, which is not a good idea when you've not eaten anything. I only had one glass, and it was red wine, so it's got sugar in it, so that may have affected my blood glucose and my ketones. I'm not sure. I tested my ketones on Sunday and they weren't as high as they were the last time I'd done them. So Sunday lunchtime, I broke my fast from Saturday. So that's when I had my first meal. I put a picture in, I broke it with a fry up as I usually do on a Sunday. Really enjoyed it, a lovely, fattening, very satiating meal. And I checked my ketones on Sunday and they were 1.1, and they were higher the last time I checked them. So whether the red wine messed that up, I really don't know. I put a picture in, I did some bacon as well. I used the fathead pizza recipe, pizza dough, which is literally the little bags of mozzarella, 1 cup of almond flour and a teaspoon of xanthan gum. You just blast it in the microwave till it's all melted and it makes a dough. And I rolled it out, cut circles out, I made quiches with it, filled them with egg, cheese, mushrooms, and then I made some corned beef and onion pies, and I put little lids on them, and they were for Paul for work, but I had quite a few because Sunday was an eat day, and I really enjoyed them. They were lovely. Felt like a little pie, a real treat. So I'm going to make more of those this weekend. Sunday tea, I had put really fattening, high fat tea, again because I knew I was fasting on Monday. I wanted to feel satisfied, and when you are fasting sometimes it really doesn't bother you, but when I'm eating I'm trying to have really satiating food. So I had pork belly strips, cooked. I had about 3 strips of pork belly, normal Sunday tea with lots of veg. I think I did ribs for the others. Oh no, they had steak. But yeah, really fattening pork belly, and I love it. You know, in fact, I don't think I could finish it. I think the thing about when you're eating fat, and I said it before, your body has a mechanism and it tells you when you've had enough. And I don't think I finished all 3 pork chops. So, but what I did find on Sunday is I overate. So when I did my macros, I ate more. With making the quiches and eating those, I'd planned my day with the fry up and the pork belly for tea, and now my macros had gone. But with doing the baking, I overate, because whatever I think I had about 2 or 3 of those little quiches that took me over my macros. So I did overeat on Sunday. But I'm not going to beat myself up because I'd done my long ride on Saturday. I'd done the fasting Saturday. I was fasting Monday, so I'm quite comfortable with that. So Monday was a fast day, and I did fast all day, and I used that app on my phone called Zero. I start it when I finish, ready to start the fast, and I finish it when I start eating. And I got to, I think it was 24 hours Monday night, so I'd finished eating on the Sunday evening. I hadn't eaten since then all day Monday, and I got to Monday night and I felt hungry. I just felt like I wanted something. So in fact, I ate a meal Monday evening, and I'd been sedentary on Monday. I'd been sewing, I'd been making some little dog beds. I got some material and some wood, and I just thought, you know, I'll just have a go at doing these. And I normally go cycling, and I just didn't feel like it. So I was sewing all day. I was sat about, and I was really sedentary. And whether that was like not good for my headspace, I really don't know. But got to Monday night and I needed something, so I had a meal Monday night quite late on. It was about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So because I'd messed up my alternate day fasting, I then decided I was going to fast on Tuesday. So Tuesday was a fast day, so that's why my week's not really gone to plan. And I also decided I was going to go for a bike ride because I knew that would be better for my headspace. So I made dinner for everybody else, and then I went out for a cycle, and it was quite late. I think it was about 20 to 7 and it had gone dark. I mean, fortunately I've got lights on my bike, but I couldn't really see where I was going, so I stuck to an off-road cycle route which runs alongside the dual carriageway, the A580. And it was okay going because it was dusky going, but coming back it was pitch black. And my bike lights, where it shines down, I have like a little bag on the front, and the bag stops it shining on the pavement. So we're okay where there were street lights, but in areas where there weren't street lights, I couldn't see a thing. It was really dark, and you can't see if you're going over potholes or going over twigs. So I found that hard going out in the dark. I think I need better lights on my bike. But I had a really bad experience. I went down this dual carriageway next to where there is a lay-by, and a lot of people park in the lay-by, and the bins are always full of rubbish. But what I didn't realise is there was a million rats. I was cycling along, and I could just see in this really dim light a rat shooting across me, and then another rat shooting across. I was screaming like a banshee. It was awful. They must be attracted by all the waste food. There must have been 20 rats. It was horrendous. I'm never going down there again. So that was Ratgate on Tuesday night. So I enjoyed the cycle, but I will not be doing that route again in the dark. Let's put it that way. Wednesday, I broke my fast at lunchtime, and I really enjoyed it. Doesn't look very nice. I put a picture in. Don't look very nice, but it was lovely. It was a 3-egg omelette, which I whisked the eggs up. I put a cup of mushrooms. So I cut my mushrooms first, put my 3 eggs in, waited until it was just like a little bit soft on top. Then I covered it with 50 grams of extra mature, because I love cheese, strong cheese, and then I put it in the oven under the grill, cooked all the top, and cooked all the cheese, and covered it in salt and pepper. And it was lovely. But what I did do Wednesday, I felt quite motivated after my cycle, and I know the exercise is good for my headspace, and I also know, because I'm getting to my last few pounds, that I need to do the exercise to help with the weight loss, to keep it consistent really. So I decided, and I do suffer with plantar fasciitis, which is inflammation of your plantar underneath your feet. It's like, I don't know, it's tendon, ligament, whatever, but when it gets inflamed, it's very painful to walk. But since doing keto, a lot of my aches and pains and my inflammation have gone, and I haven't suffered with it since I started keto. So I decided I would go for a jog. So I'll put my little video in. It's Wednesday, it's about 7:30, and I've just come out for a little jog. I haven't jogged, Jack's 23, since Jack was a baby, and I mean a baby. That was to try and lose my baby weight. So over 20 years, if not 22 years. And I've just run, and it's mostly uphill. I've just run a mile, so I'm chuffed to bits. I'm just getting my breath back. And then I'm going to try jogging back, because it's downhill, so I should be able to do it. So I've not had my tea yet. I've made it, or my dinner. I've made it, and I've just plated it up so that I can have it later, because I cannot exercise on a full stomach. So fajitas for tea tonight, but I'm over the moon. I've just been able to do a run for the first time in 20 odd years. So see you tomorrow. Bye. It's been that long since I've jogged. I didn't know whether I could do it or not, but I know I'm I made the effort and I achieved it. I must admit, the day after and today still, my legs are aching in different places and in different muscles that ache when I'm cycling. So, you know, I can feel it, but I'm just so chuffed that I could actually do it. And I'm considering going again tonight. I've got a bike ride tomorrow, and Saturday is normally a long bike ride, so I'll have a think about it, whether to have a rest today or whether to go. But I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the jogging, and it's great for burning fat, isn't it? You know, using up your stored fat. So I made the effort, and I felt so proud of myself when I came back, and my feet were fine, absolutely fine after. So I will definitely try it again. After jogging, we had fajitas for tea. And the fajitas just obviously fried the chicken with a load of spices, chicken, chilli, garlic, onion powder to your desired strength. I usually cook it in coconut oil because I love the flavour of chicken cooked in coconut oil. And then the wraps were made with coconut flour. They're a coconut flour wrap. They are quite soft and they do break up very, very easily, but they make a nice wrap, and they also make a nice a garlicky bread if you cover them with butter and garlic as well. So that was tea on Wednesday. Thursday was then, obviously, after eating on Wednesday, Thursday was then a fast day. And on Thursday, I go for a cycle. And I went I think it was about 4:45 on Thursday, so it was still daylight. And I did another 12.5 miles. So all in all this week, I've cycled just over 50 miles, and I've done another night running as well. So I've done quite a lot of exercise. And the other thing that I've started doing, because I'm exercising my lower half a lot, that when I come in, I'm trying to do a little bit of sit-ups for my stomach, and yesterday I did a few weights as well for my arms. So I'm going to try and incorporate, when I get back and I'm doing my stretches, a few more exercise for my stomach and my upper body as well. So Thursday was a fast day. Thursday, it's a fasting day. I just thought I'd check my ketones. I'm going to go out exercising, so I'm going to check my ketones and see what effect the exercise has on them. I'm going to go cycling. .8, wow, I've not checked them this week. That's fantastic. I'm really pleased with that. Might as well do my blood sugars while we're here. It's a fasting day, so remember, I've not had anything to eat today. 4.9, so that's low. The 4s are really low for me, but that's because I haven't eaten for 24 hours. Or just under 24 hours actually. So that's brilliant. So I'm going to go for a cycle, and I might check them later and see what they're like after exercise. So I've just come back from the exercise, and I'm going to do an experiment now. I did my ketones before I went, and they were 2.8. So I'm going to do them again and see what difference. I've done about an hour and 10 minutes exercise. What difference that makes to my ketone levels. So they've dropped, which means basically my body's using my ketones for fuel for the exercise. Let me check my blood sugars, because they were 4.9. So 4.7, so they've dropped, which means any spare glucose in my system has been used. So that sounds about right. I just thought it would do a little experiment. And I measured my ketones before I went out and after I came in, which was interesting because I measure my ketones usually later on in the day, which gives me a good indication of how the day's gone. But it was interesting to see that they dropped after exercise, which means my body's used them up for fuel, which is what you want. I want my body, and I want it to then make more ketones from fat. I only made a 23-hour fast late Thursday night, so late last night I had some nuts. I was snacking, and it's Paul's fault because he was snacking next to me, and I said, oh, go on, give us a few, and I thought, I've just broke my fast, where I should have been fasting till today, till lunchtime. So I had a little bowl of nuts last night, so I only did a 23-hour fast. So my 40-hour 3-day fast this week really haven't gone to plan, but I have done the fasting. I've just not always done more than the 23 hours. So I know what you're all waiting for. You're all waiting to see how I've gone on this week. I've got a couple of things actually. First of all, I said the other week I felt smaller, and it was the week when my weight hadn't gone down. So it's been 3 weeks since I've done my measurements, so I thought I'll do my measurements again. I'll just put my glasses on so I can actually read them. So in the last 3 weeks I've lost another 3¼ inches off my body, 1/2 inch off my waist, 1¼ inches off my hips, 1/2 inch off my thighs, and 1/2 inch off my arms, and 1/2 inch off my knees. So another 3¼ inches. And my hips are now a size 12, which is fabulous. My waist isn't. My waist is still 2 inches too big for a size 12. So I'm in my 14s. But saying that, my waist feels big in my 14s. But, you know, when I get another maybe 5 or 6 pounds off, I'll probably be able to get into a UK size 12. So weigh-in this week. Starting weight was 196¼ pounds. My current weight, put my weigh-in here. So my current weight is 11 stone 4¼ which is 158¼ pounds. So I lost 1¼ pounds this week. I've done more exercise, and I know that may affect my weight loss, but again I can tell you that my body is shrinking, my sizes have all gone down, so you know I am pleased with the progress this week so far. 11.4, you know, the 10s are in sight now, so I'm going for the 10s. If I can get to 10.6 by Christmas, I'll be really happy, because that brings me into the right BMI. I'm still classed as overweight at the moment on the BMI chart, so we will do another week 3 of alternate day fasting, which will be a Saturday, Monday and Wednesday, if all goes to plan this week. I really want to do it, and I want to do the 14-hour fast, but I'm just listening to my body. If I'm hungry at the end of the day, then I'm having something. You know, and I am tending to overeat, and I think it's a Sunday, and I think it's because I've got more time on my hands. When I'm working and I'm busy, I've got less time to snack and to do things, but I think Sunday I've got freedom to do what I want, and I think about food more, and I think that's why I overeat on a Sunday. So this week I might plan to do something to keep myself busy, to try and keep me within my macros on Sunday. So good luck if you're dieting this week. Enjoy your week. You know, if you're doing alternate day fasting, see how it goes. I wish you all the best with that, and I shall see you next week for another weekly check-in. Bye.